On first launch of Final Cut Pro, you'll be presented with the Choose Setup window. Choose the kind of format you'll be working with, and then choose the specific codec that matches your footage. If you're not completely sure of the codec or you have a mix of formats, don't worry. Final Cut Pro will automatically adjust its settings to the first clip you add to the timeline, and its open format timeline provides smooth playback of clips with various codecs. Next, choose a scratch disk location, the place where Final Cut Pro stores your captured and rendered files. You can always select your main system drive if that's all you have available, but for best results, select an alternate fast drive with plenty of space, like an external FireWire drive or RAID. Reliable, real-time playback of some formats may be dependent on the speed of this drive, and digital video takes up a lot of space, so choose your scratch disk accordingly. You'll only see the Choose Setup window the first time you run Final Cut Pro. To make changes to the default format after this, go to Final Cut Pro, Easy Setup, and choose a new codec. To change your scratch disk location, choose Final Cut Pro, System Settings. Notice that you can add more than one scratch disk, and that you can specify different scratch locations for your video and audio captures and your video and audio renders. Most commonly, you'll use the same large fast drive for all of these. And if you have an unusual format not covered by the standard presets, go to Final Cut Pro, Audio Video Settings. Here, you can choose and modify presets for sequences, capture, and device control. To create your own custom preset, first choose an existing preset that most closely matches the settings you need. Then click Duplicate, rename the preset, and modify the various settings as desired. Let's now take a tour of the main interface. The interface comprises four main windows. The first is the File Browser, which provides access to all the elements of your project, including video, audio, and edited sequences. You can separate your content into bins, the editing term for folders, and create separate tabs for each bin. To create a new bin, just right-click or control-click in the browser and choose New Bin. To create a separate tab for the bin, double-click it, then drag its tab header back into the main browser. To view your clips as thumbnails, right-click or control-click in the browser and choose View as Medium Icons. You can then adjust the representative poster frame for a clip by holding down the Control and Shift keys and dragging left and right. A final tab here allows you to browse the various available filters and transitions. The second main interface window is the Viewer. The Viewer allows you to preview individual clips and set their in and out points simply by pressing the hotkeys I and O on the keyboard. It also provides a shuttle control and a jog control for quick, accurate positioning of the playhead. These can also work in conjunction with third-party jog shuttle hardware devices. The third window is the Canvas. Where the Viewer allows you to preview a specific clip, the Canvas previews the entire edited sequence you've created. From the Canvas, you can quickly access any section of your sequence for playback. The Canvas is also where you can perform edits using an overlay drag and drop menu, which offers 7 different edit types, including automatic insertion of a favorite transition effect, such as a crossfade. Rounding out the interface is the Timeline. The Timeline is where you assemble your various video clips, audio, and graphics to create a final edited sequence. The canvas is essentially a display for what's going on in the timeline. Consequently, the playheads in both windows are synchronized. To the right of the timeline is the tool palette, which contains the various tools used for editing and tweaking your sequence in the timeline. Several buttons in the tool palette contain multiple items accessed by clicking the button and pausing with the mouse down. While this is the standard layout for Final Cut Pro, you can reposition the windows however you like. In fact, using the Arrange menu found under the Window menu, you can load and save custom layouts and access additional preset layouts. At any time, If you want to revert to the default layout, just choose Window, Arrange, Standard. Other interface elements hidden in the standard view are the audio mixer for viewing and recording volume and pan automation, including support for hardware control surfaces, the frame viewer for comparing frames and performing split-screen comparisons, the quick view window for fast RAM-based preview of complex composites, video scopes for color correction tasks and broadcast legal monitoring, and the voiceover tool for easy direct capture of voiceover straight into Final Cut Pro. These are all accessible from the Tools menu.